Okay, so here we are, we've come out of the studio today and we are in Roxy's home. Roxy's our model for the day. We're going to explore the possibilities of what we can do in the home rather than in the studio, because it obviously presents a lot more opportunities but also a lot more problems, quite a lot of difficulties. We've got daylight, for instance, which we're going to be mixing with our studio flash units today, and that daylight can go up and it can go down and it can bounce around and it can throw up all kinds of problems as we go throughout the day. So we're going to be having to keep an eye on that. Mixing the two light sources, that's going to be really interesting because that can be quite difficult to balance up sometimes. But you know what, once you get it right, the effects can be absolutely amazing. We're going to create some really beautiful images using this beautiful daylight in these fantastic surroundings. Okay, here we are then, just about to set up our lighting for our first setup today. As we've seen, we've got our fabric in front of the window here, which is going to diffuse all the daylight coming through the window there. That's going to look really, really amazing because it's going to be completely overexposed. It's going to hide all of those rooftops and various other bits and pieces that we can see out there. And it's just going to look like a massive flood of light coming through there with that overexposure. So that's going to be our first point of lighting. Second thing is we're going to use one of our studio flash units here, Bowen's 250 watt unit. We're going to set that to around about half power, and we're basically using this as a fill light. So we're going to step it back quite a long way. We're going to point it roughly in the direction of where Roxy's going to be standing, and it's going to bounce off the wall opposite her and fill in all the shadows and help to give a really nice sort of soft diffused light source on her body over there. This is Roxy. We've got her in a kind of nice pair of socks. It's lovely. Okay, and we're going to be shooting from up that end of the hallway down here. I've set my camera to 1/125th of a second, f2.8. Why f2.8? Because f2.8 is going to give us a really shallow depth field, so everything kind of behind and in front of Roxy is going to be completely out of focus. All the attention is going to be on her. Scary. And the ISO, I think I might have said before, we've set that to ISO 640. Okay, so quite a high ISO. That's allowing us to really overexpose that daylight, because whilst it looks like it's a beautiful sunny day out there, it really isn't. Okay, let's take some pictures. Okay, if you can give me an RV arch back and head back for the very first one, just a lighting test to begin with. So just going to focus up on your eye just there, the front eye. That's beautiful. Frame it, and 2, 3. Beautiful.